History is filled with moments that have reshaped the world, altering the course of nations, cultures, and even humanity itself. In this video, we're going to explore 10 historical events that changed the world forever. Let's dive in. 10 historical events that changed the world forever. 1. The fall of the Roman Empire, 476 AD. Let's start with the fall of the Roman Empire, a monumental event that marked the end of one of the most powerful civilizations in history. In 476 AD, the last Roman emperor was overthrown by the Germanic chieftain Odoacer. The fall of Rome ushered in the Dark Ages in Europe and led to the fragmentation of Europe into various kingdoms. It's a pivotal moment that reshaped European political and cultural development for centuries. 2. The signing of the Magna Carta, 1215. Next up, we have the signing of the Magna Carta in 1215. When King John of England was forced to sign this document by his barons, it became a foundation for modern democracy. The Magna Carta limited the powers of the monarchy, laying the groundwork for the development of constitutional law, the rights of citizens, and the idea that no one, not even a king, is above the law. 3. The discovery of the Americas, 1492. In 1492, Christopher Columbus set sail from Spain and unknowingly discovered the Americas, opening a new chapter in world history. His voyages led to the Age of Exploration, the colonization of the Americas, and the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between the Old World and the New. The world was forever changed by this cross-continental encounter. 4. The French Revolution, 1789. In 1789, the French Revolution began, toppling the monarchy and reshaping the social order of France. The revolution not only brought an end to absolute monarchy in France, but it also ignited revolutionary movements across the globe, inspiring a shift toward republicanism and democracy. The French Revolution's ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity continue to influence political thought today. 5. The Industrial Revolution, late 18th century, early 19th century. The Industrial Revolution, starting in the late 18th century, transformed the world in ways never seen before. This period saw the rise of machines, factories, and mass production. It radically changed economies, society, and even the environment. Urbanization, technological innovation, and the birth of modern capitalism can all be traced back to this transformative era. Sixth World War I, 1914 to 1918. World War I, from 1914 to 1918, was one of the deadliest conflicts in history, and its impact is still felt today. It led to the collapse of empires, like the Austro-Hungarian, Ottoman, and Russian empires, and reshaped borders and political landscapes across Europe and the Middle East. The Treaty of Versailles, which ended the war, also planted the seeds for World War II, forever altering global geopolitics. 7. The Great Depression, 1929. In 1929, the Great Depression hit, leading to an economic crisis that spread across the globe. The stock market crash wiped out wealth, causing unemployment to soar and families to suffer. It reshaped economies and brought about widespread social changes, including the rise of social safety nets and reforms in many countries. It also influenced political movements that would emerge in the 1930s. 8. World War II, 1939 to 1945. World War II, fought between 1939 and 1945, was a conflict of unimaginable scale and brutality. It led to the defeat of the Axis powers and caused the deaths of millions. This war not only redrew the global map, but also led to the formation of the United Nations, the Cold War, and a new world order. The horrors of the Holocaust and the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki changed the way we view warfare and human rights forever. 9. The Civil Rights Movement, 1950s to 1960s. One of the most important social movements in the 20th century was the Civil Rights Movement in the United States. From the 1950s to the 1960s, activists like Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks fought against racial segregation and discrimination. The movement led to significant legislative changes, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, challenging systemic racism and promoting equality. 10. The fall of the Berlin Wall, 1989. And finally, the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989. The Berlin Wall had stood as a physical symbol of the Cold War for nearly 30 years. When it fell, it marked the end of the division between East and West Germany and symbolized the collapse of communist regimes across Eastern Europe. The event led to the reunification of Germany and paved the way for the eventual end of the Soviet Union.